The Drury Blue Devils continue their defense of their Western Mass Division IV championship, and it'll all happen right here at the Curry Hicks Cage on the campus of the University of Massachusetts as the Drury Blue Devils take on Hopkins Academy in the Division IV Western Mass semifinals. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Curry Hicks. I'm Tim Morey, alongside of my broadcast sidekick here tonight, John Bird, and our statistician, Jeff Karpaska. And first, John, we want to give a big shout out to our broadcast partner, Rick Bua, who's ill tonight, can't be here, is here in spirit, no question about it. And hopefully, if Drury wins tonight, he'll be able to get down here for the championship on Saturday.
Well, that's the hope. I visited him in the hospital yesterday, and he actually was worse today with a temps of 104, 105. So I wish you well, Ricky, for sure. And I hope he can make it for that final. But I don't know about right now, Ricky. Ricky, excuse me. I hope I don't do that too much. Timmy, I hope I don't do that too much tonight. But I'm all revved up. We heard Hawaii 5-0 here, and we don't normally get a band here at these games. But I wanted to say that Drury, as you stated earlier, played this team beginning of the year, first game of the season at this court. Hopkins Academy beat them 71-59. I wasn't here for that game, so I don't know really how it went, but I heard they pulled away a little bit late. But Drury got here, Timmy, on a hard-fought game against Turner's Falls in the quarterfinal. They won 66-57. And in that game, we know about McGuire, and then he's been the talk the whole year. However, Scott scored 21 in that game, but Louis Gelati, and I call him Louis, that's what you'll be hearing me call him tonight, Luigi, and he scored 20. Vidal had 9, and Brazo had 10. And, they had a well-balanced attack, and they're going to need that tonight, Tim, because, I think McGuire played his best when he almost had a triple-double. He had 11 assists and 8 rebounds that game. And I think, he's the focus of most teams every night that he comes out here. But tonight, I hope they have a well-balanced attack, and I think that's what they're going to need tonight.
Well, both teams, John, come into this game with a record of 14-7. As you said, Drury beat this Hopkins Academy team in the first game of the season here in the Pioneer Tip-Off Classic. Scott McGuire in that one scored 33 points, and he's, of course, had a great year. And both teams started the season here. One team is going to end it here tonight. And, of course, for Hopkins Academy, they are paced by probably one of the finer sophomores in Western Mass, Andrew Siaglo. He averages about 20 points a game for Hopkins Academy. So you're going to keep your eyes on him. He is an outstanding sophomore, a real sharpshooter for Hopkins Academy. But I think you're right, John. For the Blue Devils, they have to have balance in their offensive attack. Certainly Scott McGuire is going to lead the way as he's done all year long, but he has to get other people involved.
Absolutely. He has to get involved. Louis Gelati has come on recently also, but he's been his go-to on some penetration moves, and Gelati's been there opening on the left side. Hunter Sarkis has changed his game a little bit. Hunter was, for the most part, most of his career has been a three-point shooter, and he kind of changed his game to a penetrator, and he's been getting a lot of points in the paint, and he's been getting a lot of assists, and believe it or not, quite a few rebounds. So Hunter's going to have a big game tonight. And the big Tim Brazo, he's come on recently. He's only been playing 3 years in this game of basketball, and he's improving every game. But he's going to have to come. I'd say tonight, Timmy, he's going to have to come in with 10 to 12 rebounds minimum, and maybe come up with that 10 points to help out here on the offensive scoring. But make no mistake about it. And then I don't want to forget about Keegan Vidal either. Keegan has been coming off the bench because that's what Jack likes him, and he's helped out a lot. He's been averaging recently close to 10 points per game, but it's his defense, and he's willing to take offensive charges. But McGuire is the key. Make no mistake about it. You're close to 1,700 points in a high school basketball career. You are the key guy, and I'm hoping that they put a lot of focus on him and he can deliver these easy assists like the last game we played.
Well, this Hopkins Academy team, John, has some size,
Yes, I've heard that.
And to go along with Ziaglo. So it'll be interesting to see if Hopkins Academy can stand up to that pressure defense of the Drury Blue Devils. As we know, you've seen it all year long. They can put a lot of pressure on you defensively.
Yeah, what's happened recently, Timmy, is that they've gone away from they've done some full court pressure, but where they've been more efficient is at the half court pressure. But we'll see what they do tonight. Not everybody can handle pressure, but this team was not quite as like the last year's teams with Jack with the pressure from the full court pressure. But hey, also, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 94-foot court, so this is a big court. This is full size, so that'll who's in better shape near the end of the game when you lose your legs.
And also, as you know, over the many years that we've been covering games down here at the Cage, a little bit of a different shooting background. A little bit deeper, the baskets stand by themselves, a little bit different from a high school gymnasium. So that sometimes has an effect on the shooting that these teams have. So we'll see. We're just about ready now for the introduction of the starting lineups for tonight's semifinal matchup between Hopkins Academy and the Drury Blue Devils. And of course, John, we were down here with two Berkshire County teams in Division III. Both Wacona dropped their semifinal game to Narragansett, and a heartbreaker for Monument Mountain against Savitz. They got knocked out
by 1 point.
Those teams are eliminated from the Western Mass tournament. So hopefully Drury will break that losing streak for Berkshire County here in this semifinal Division IV matchup.
Yes.
Now, Drury is the home team by virtue of the fact that they are the higher seed, so they're in white. They come into this tournament as the number 2 seed.
And a well-deserved 2 seed, by the way. So, it's been a great season for Drury, and certainly, hopefully, it doesn't end tonight. They did have a good last game, and I think it got them ready for this game against Turners Falls.
And the winner of this one, John, will play the number 1 seed, Bay State Charter. Bay State Charter with a exciting victory over Lennox. Last night you were here.
I was here. And Lennox, kudos to you guys. All you want to do is have a chance here. They did have a chance in regulation to come down to win the game. They didn't. They went in overtime, but a couple of major players on their team fouled out, a couple of their scores, and it didn't turn out well for them. But they had a great showing against the number 1 seed, Bay State. Now we're getting ready for this game here. The only thing bad about the last game is you don't have all the people here, like when you have the revolving games, the first game, the second game's coming in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now the starters.
And this is Andrew Slago, number 3. He is a real scorer. Just a sophomore, one of the top sophomores in Western Massachusetts. Along with number 4, Colin Earl, also a sophomore. So this is a sophomore backcourt.
Right. Number 13.
And that's Brandon Tudrin Jr.
Well, here comes a big fella.
Ryan Antes, the senior, and
Ryan.
Addison Fipper. So those are 2 big fronts up front. But that's a young backcourt for Hopkins Academy. And, of course, for Drury, there he is, Scott McGuire. Outstanding all-time leading scorer at Drury High School.
And second all-time in Berkshire County.
Along with Hunter Sarkis. And here's the freshman, Louis Gelati. He's really started to come on here, John, as you indicated.
Yeah.
Along with Dante Woodson, the senior, and another sophomore, Tim Brazo. So you got a lot of youth out there along with some experience.
Yes, we do. And hopefully our youth wins out.
Right.
Now our national anthem. Well done, Timmy. Well done.
By the Hopkins Academy band that's here. Nice job. We don't get that very often during basketball season, a live band playing the national anthem. They did a beautiful job. And now both teams getting last-minute instructions before we start this one. Here at the Cage, always a great venue for high school basketball, the Curry-Hicks Cage. And, of course, once again, we're joined by our producer-director, on board here from Northern Berkshire Community Television, Peter Gentile. And here we go. Division 4 semifinal, Hopkins Academy and Drury for the right to advance to the championship game on Saturday afternoon, right here at 12:30.
Well, I don't know about you. I'm a little nervous. Always am in this.
Absolutely.
Down here, it's always a little nervousness until I know I'm not as nervous as they are, but
Brazo and Fiffer to jump it. Drury in the white. Hopkins in yellow.
boy, this.
And it's tipped up and controlled by Hopkins. And Siaglo will run it from the point, guarded by Scotty McGuire. That'll be an interesting matchup to watch.
Man-to-man defense right now. Well,
it is.
Matching zone.
Siaglo down the lane. He misses the short runner.
And Luigi
with the rebound.
Gelati with the rebound.
And now Hopkins Academy settles into a 2-3 zone.
Timmy.
There's Brazo. Sarkis thought about it.
A hand check there. That was a.
They let it go.
Yes, they did.
Nice pass there to Gelati.
He can't miss that bunny. Those are the ones you got to make tonight.
Siaglo runs that ball into the front court. Yeah, the short jumper is good by Brendan Tudrin.
Start off the game with a 2.
So Tudrin gets Hopkins Academy on the board. And again, Hopkins in a 2-3 zone, and Drury going to attack that. Woodson on the sideline.
It's off Gelati's foot.
But recovered there by Sarkis. Woodson for the jumper. Doesn't go, and it's cleared out of there by Fiffer. And once again, Siaglo looks to run it.
Wide open wing.
Short on the jumper.
And McGuire with the ball.
McGuire down. He's got some open room here. Yeah, McGuire is going to back it out and smartly for Drury. Oh, finds Gelati on the baseline through his hands.
Well, that's the jitters right there.
Right.
A freshman coming out here, missing a shot that he probably makes 98 out of 100, and then off his hands.
And Siaglo penetrates, and they're going to call a trip.
That's a late call. I thought he lost his balance going too fast, but.
That's the first team foul here.
I don't know who they gave it to. Dante Woodson.
They gave that to Woodson. So that's the first on Dante.
First on the team.
And Drury working. Nice hands there by Woodson.
Yep.
Tipped over to Gelati. He's got some open court here. And he's going to give it over.
Well, I don't like that stall.
Sarkis from the corner.
Boomba! 3 for Sarkis.
Hunter Sarkis with the 3 ball. Gives Drury the lead here.
Another wide open look. Same guy. Different result. But
they're only going to give, okay. They gave him a 3.
Yep.
But Sarkis only a 2.
Oh, okay. Sarkis again. McGuire's going to have to get active. He's kind of standing around. That's a deep 3, and it's short. You can see that. Louis.
Oh, nice down pass. Oh, missed in tight.
I'll tell you what. Those are two 1-footers missed. Can't miss them. This is a layup.
Oh, he saw the court. Siaglo.
Well, early 7-2 lead. This is how they started out against Turner's Falls, and to be honest with you, it gets me uncomfortable. But they've had their shots. They're just not making them.
Absolutely. And Sarkis thought about it, going to call a travel there on the turnover. So with 5:05 to go here in this first quarter, Hopkins has jumped out to a 7-2 lead.
Well, with 2 turnovers and 2 1-footers missed, you can see that maybe there is a jitters on the Drury end right now.
Right. Okay, here goes Siaglo again. He's running the action for Hopkins, a sophomore.
A double pick up front.
Good effort. Oh, excellent
He
hustle
slid out.
there by Timmy Brazo, John.
Yes, you know, when you can get somebody on the floor in high school, that's a big deal.
The ball will stay with Hopkins here.
And now Keegan Vidal in the game, and Brazo goes out.
17 seconds on the shot clock. Keegan Vidal in for Brazo.
What I see is a lot of screening for Hopkins.
Siaglo steps way back. His shot off the front. Nice defense there by McGuire on Siaglo.
McGuire can't just sit back, though, and throw up these NBA. Now's another turnover.
Ball tipped away.
You got to get a little more involved, a little more dribbling, some better passing. This is an easy one.
Oh, blocked down there by Gelati.
Luigi with the slap.
Nice block there. He was waiting for Feltovic for Hopkins. And into the game now is Aiden Michalik for Hopkins.
Well,
Siaglo down the lane.
Can't give them up.
No.
You just can't give them up. Jack needs a timeout.
Drury's going to call a timeout. Coach Jack Reset going to get Drury reset here as they trail 9-2. Not the start that Drury's looking for, John, but again, they started slow against Turner.
They did, but I don't like it. This is not Turner's Falls. This is a different team. And McGuire's not active at all. I mean, he's just standing outside. He's doing no cutting, no penetration. He tried to go over the top on a pass. Right now, it's almost like he's sleepwalking. Now, he had a pass that went to Louis Gelati that went off his hands, so he tried to get him involved. But you can't be 30 feet from the rim and not being active. You got to keep moving. You got to be cutting. You got to be a difference maker. You know, you're the guy. You don't have to score all the points, but you got to be the man to the quarterback of the team, and that's what we got to get from him. And right now, I'm just a little not upset. I'm just they missed 1-footer and a 2-footer. Man, you just can't miss them. You just can't. That's just that's 9-6. They've had a couple of shots.
They've had their chances. That's for sure. That was a good timeout by Coach Reset here.
He hates to call them early, I can tell you that. He doesn't like to call anything in the first two quarters normally.
All right, here comes Drury now. Sarkis and now McGuire off on the wing. And that ball gets away again and will go over to Hopkins Academy. So another turnover.
That's 4 turnovers early in this game. And you just got to get a shot. You got to get shots, even if they're bad shots. I always say that in a game. And these guys are wide open. And
a clean look.
Yeah, nice rebound by Sarkis.
McGuire to the basket, and they're going to call a block.
Yeah.
And Scotty will go to the line and shoot a pair for the Blue Devils.
Foul on number 23, I believe.
It was. It went right to the hole hard there.
They're
going to call it on the floor. Boy, I thought he.
Yeah, I think so too. I thought it was,
And now there's a timeout on the floor.
He's the guy from Hopkins I think he was too tight to the. Yeah, I think he penetrated the beyond the line.
Right. So Hunter Sarkis to inbound for the Blue Devils. Long inbounds, almost knocked away. And Vidal.
No, they're just too many turnovers. You can't have this in this game. There's too many already. That's the 5th one. You got to get shots.
Siaglo from way downtown. Whoa.
It's easy when you're ahead. It's easy when you're up 10 to shoot them and you're by yourself. It's time. It's time to McGuire to get involved here.
Yes, he's got to have a little.
Vidal with a 3.
Big shot for Drury, John.
They needed that one. Now they got to get a stop. Now they need a stop.
12-5 here, Hopkins Academy. And Siaglo shot blocked and saved by Gelati. Ahead to McGuire. It's going to take it down the lane, and it rolls out.
Vidal pulls it out.
And they're going to call it.
Yeah, well, that was a foul there with McGuire going in, and they didn't call it. Last half of the season for McGuire, I thought down here when he's going to the paint and there's a lot of body contact that they would call the fouls, and they just don't. I don't know. That one there down here, I thought was the foul on the penetration move.
Okay, 2:54 to go here in the first quarter. It's Hopkins Academy with a 7-point lead, 12-5.
Open look.
There's Siaglo. Oh, you can't leave him open.
Well, they're leaving him open, unfortunately.
And that's his second three.
This game's getting away.
Siaglo averaged 20 points a game for Hopkins. He can shoot it. No question about it. There's the back door. DeBrazzo tipped away. And he'll stay with Drury here as they trail by 10, 15-5, 2:28 to go in this first quarter. But as you said, John, Drury's had some slow starts in other games this season.
Yes, but this is the game I was hoping they wouldn't.
Ben Moulton now checking in for Drury. To Vidal. Thinks about it for a minute. As does, and there's McGuire.
McGuire for the Boomba, 3.
Scotty McGuire gets on the scoreboard with a big three-point ball for Drury. And they trail by 7 now. Down the lane.
No, that was easy button.
Doesn't go.
Good rebound by Tim.
Razzo clears the board to Gelati. And Drury hustles it into the forecourt.
Everything's outside.
Gelati down the lane, drops it to Brazzo. Misses a short bunny again. And timeout by Hopkins Academy now. Drury's getting the looks that they want, John.
Yeah.
They just have to convert. They're getting the looks.
What they're doing is they're keeping their guards out and McGuire away from it to try to open up the paint. But the sophomore and the freshman have not taken advantage of this yet so far. Hopefully they'll change and take advantage of it.
So the score is Hopkins 15 and Drury 8 with 1:38 to go in this opening quarter play division for quarter semifinal matchup between Hopkins Academy and the Drury Blue Devils. The winner gets a date with Bay State Charter on Saturday afternoon at 12:30 in the Division IV championship matchup, and hopefully we'll be here to cover it.
Yes, we do. We hope that they got to come back here and
for Hopkins Academy, Andrew Siaglo with 8 points, the talented sophomore, leads all scorers.
Yes, he does. And what was it, Trudeau or whatever? He's got 5, and Ants has got 2. For Drury, it's been really simple: a 3 by Vidal, 3 by McGuire, and a 2 by Hunter Sarkis. That's it.
And Hopkins Academy will inbound the ball now.
Now we're going to go with a 2-3 zone by the looks of it.
And Tudrin going to run the offense from the top now.
Oh, good passing.
That ball was partially deflected. And Gelati comes out of there with it.
McGuire. He didn't go to the hole, though. I don't know why. Because he hit a 3, that's why.
Right there.
A Boomba 3, his second, and his 6th point.
He's got 6 points, and that's his second three-pointer. And Drury calls back 15-11 now. Siaglo way off bounds for 3. Oh, boy.
Unconscious. That's just being unconscious. He must be in the NBA doing that.
He's got 11 first quarter points. Nice cross pass to Brazzo.
Brazzo finishes one now. Good for Timmy. Maybe that'll make him comfortable now.
And a block out front.
By Moulton.
Hopkins
first.
leads it here, 18-13 with 46 seconds to go into this first quarter. That's and a whole parcel of reserves come in for Hopkins as
well.
They're going to try to give their starters a rest here.
Well, it's 46 seconds. They get a little extra time and an extra drink of water. A lot of coaches do that. And right now, Jack doesn't have that luxury.
Here's Siaglo. Oh, he got a loop to loop. And they're going to call a foul.
A call, that's got to be a floor foul on somebody. Probably, it looks like Benny, his second. He's only been in the game in a short period of time.
And Dante Woodson's going to check into the game for Moulton, for Drury here. 38 seconds left. Siaglo trapped in the corner, gonna
off him. They foul. Yeah, I saw.
Yes,
I thought it was off him. It hit the Drury and hit him and went out.
That's a good call there by the official, right there on it.
There goes Louis out. Sarkis in. Louis Gelati, I nickname a lot of these kids and call him Luigi, but he'll get his feet tonight. Get past the first few.
They got.
Why didn't
open.
you take it?
McGuire steps back, and boy.
Lucky they went up for. I don't know why.
You saw the Hopkins Academy coach just throw up his arms. You left him wide
open, and he wasn't shot ready. Why didn't he just catch it? Nice, relaxed three, and then he takes a step, and then he shoots a three. I don't get it.
And there's McGuire from the top again. Off the front rim.
Yep.
Boy, he had it lined up. 14 seconds to go now. Siaglo rushing into the front court.
They're looking for him. Why wouldn't you?
From the corner, doesn't go. And a putback doesn't go at the buzzer. And that's going to do it for the first quarter of play. And it was an exciting one, back and forth. We finished one here at the Curry-Hicks cage, and Hopkins Academy with the 5-point lead, 18-13 over Drury. And this was the first quarter that featured really some outstanding shooting by Hopkins Academy.
Oh, yes, it was.
They had 4 3-pointers. Drury had 3 3-pointers in that first quarter. So both these teams look like they can fill it up.
Well, that young man, Calago, is that how you say it?
I got it as Siaglo.
Siaglo?
Yep.
All right, because I'm get tongue-tied pretty easy. So 11 of points. He's got 11 of the 18.
And in that first quarter, John, it looked like Scott McGuire for Drury. He was content to just sit back and not really go to the basket.
Not at all. He had two opportunities on fast breaks, and, 3, because he actually got fouled on one on the floor, and 2 he just pulled up. You got to go tack. He can go left hand, he can go right hand. He's got great moves to the basket. You can't be just content to pull up and take threes all night. He's got to he's got to penetrate also, I believe. And then if you get doubled or tripled, then kick it out to the open guy.
Okay, Drury will inbound the ball to start the second quarter here. Sarkis and Vidal in the backcourt for the Blue Devils. Back door, there it is.
There's McGuire with the alley-oop.
Beautiful pass, Sarkis to McGuire.
And alley-oop, they do that a lot of times coming in off the, there's a nice turnover for a change for Hopkins. They haven't had that many turnovers, actually.
So now McGuire has 8 points.
They have 4, and that's it. I think Drury's got about 6 or 7, somewhere in the vicinity. And Keegan wide open.
Vidal again. Misses the jumper. That board is cleared out of there.
Yep.
On a rebound, it was Adam Pfiffer. And Siaglo.
Oh, nice pass.
On the baseline, missed the short bunny.
You got to get it, though. I had 3 Drury guys and almost got not stolen from them. That's too far out.
McGuire.
I think he's getting caught up with this three-point shooting with the other kid and trying to match him. And I think he's got to not do that. He's wide open.
There's a wide open shot. Misses that one. So both teams have had some looks here. And McGuire runs into the front court. Sarkis steps back. His shot no good.
Hey, Woodson.
But Woodson misses it.
Misses it.
And a strong rebound in there by Ryan Antes. 3-on-3. Here's Siaglo.
Wide open for the number 4. Makes it.
He's got it.
They're a three-point team, as you can tell.
Colin Earl gets his first basket of the ball game, and it's back to a 6-point Hopkins lead.
Well, I'll tell you what, Drury's had their chances on the 1- and 2-footers.
And there's a foul underneath. I think they called that on Brazo, John.
I do, yeah. Timmy gets frustrated real easy.
That's the third team foul. He's going to sit down. I think he has 2 fouls now. And now Drury's picking up some pressure here, John. But they find Earl again for 3.
Well, if you better call timeout, Jack, because the game will be over. You're not going to defend the 3.
That's the 6th 3-pointer here.
He usually says, Timmy, that they lose their legs, but near the end of the game. But you got to stay close in the game.
Vidal looks for July. Got him in the paint.
Kicked out to Sarkis.
Sarkis misses that one.
No, not even the rim.
Here comes Siaglo. Siaglo.
Look at everybody's on the 3-point line.
Man, that one catches nothing.
I saw 4 guys on the three-point line and 1 guy not even in the paint.
Right.
So that must be their game. I didn't see the first game, but that must be their game. But right now, both teams are just shooting threes.
Hopkins with the 9-point lead, 24-15 now. 5:40 to go in this first half. And McGuire.
Again,
he's got a clean look.
Oh, he got a clean look and he got his 3rd boom bar, his 3rd 3, 11 points in the game.
Nice.
Then we see a foul like that. That's what kind of really, whatever. They bang and bruise, and then they get a little touch foul. All right, well, that's Mr. Gelati's, I believe, first foul.
24-18, Hopkins now with the ball. Drury trying to put a run together.
Now that's a foul on 4, and it's not called.
On the corner, missed the jumper, and McGuire
with a
rebound. Here comes Drury now. McGuire looks to take it all the way to the basket, and round and out.
I thought I heard a whistle.
Beautiful move there by McGuire to get to the basket. Did everything but finish.
Yep.
Siaglo. That's off the front of the rim.
Drury's got to get a 2 here. And that Gelati.
Gelati.
There's a 2. Luigi with a deuce, his first one of the night.
Gelati on this basket. Down to a 4-point Hopkins lead. Drury trying to turn up the pressure.
They do better in the half-court pressure than they do the full court. Oh, wide open.
Siaglo again. Got it again.
Well, got it again. I mean, you just can't. You can do all the pressing you want, but you got to know where 3 is.
He's got 14 first half points to lead all scores. McGuire with 11 for Drury. And there's McGuire wide open. Score!
And rattles it in with a boom by his 4th.
And what a shooting exhibition by these 2 great scorers, McGuire and Siaglo.
Well, I can say now that I didn't want to do it when the game was going on. McGuire's got 14 points, and now he's exceeded over 1,700 for his career. And nobody in Berkshire County, only Sidell Jones has more.
That's right. Well, I'll tell you, he was from way downtown there, John. Set his feet, and he's got unlimited range, and you saw it right there.
Yeah, but the only thing is, I guess the only thing I can say is he's not exerting a lot of energy. You know what I mean? He's just kind of nonchalant in this game right now. So maybe he'll have his legs in the end. Right now, Hopkins is running with a lot of energy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
They're very active. I guess really looking at it, down 4 after the extremely slow start Drury's had with the turnovers, those 4 early turnovers, and several missed inside the paint points, I guess lucky to be down 4 at this point, especially the way that Calago is shooting. That's just, he's unconscious. I guess maybe they might say that about McGuire too, I don't know. But
right.
Louis stole it.
He recovered. Nice effort by Gelati.
He tipped it away, and that's Louis'
second
foul.
He's
going to have to sit down now. That's his second, so he's down.
4 minutes to go now in this first half, and this is a issue now for Coach Reset. What is he going to do? He's not happy with that call.
Yeah, that's his second. So you got to know who that young man is. shooting
There's
a 2.
Thiago. He's going to be fouled. He's going to go to the line. Now the question.
Well, he's falling down every time he's taking a shot, so I don't know if he was fouled or not fouled.
And see what they're going to give him. 2 shots on that.
And it's on, I think, McGuire.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I think these are the first foul shots of this game.
Yes. Did he make it? Yeah.
He did.
Well, if he can make threes, I guess he can make these easy enough. Well, obviously, as a sophomore, you can understand why he's playing all the minutes.
Back rims it.
We got to have the ball.
And they come out of it. Here comes
2-on-2. Here comes Sarkis.
All the way, and he's going to go to the line and shoot a pair now.
Now, number 4 with a foul.
Nice.
It's only the second team foul for Hopkins.
Right. Neither team in the penalty yet. Drury has 16 fouls at the 3:49 mark of this first half. And Hunter Sarkis with a strong move to the basket for Drury.
And makes the first one.
One more for Hunter, the senior.
And missed that one.
Goes
Keegan.
out.
Oh,
Well
slapped
saved.
it right to the main
Thiago.
man. That young man had a layup and he turned it away. Number 23.
Thiago will reset the offense. And they're going to go, and that's going to be on Woodson. And that's going to put Aiden Michalik on the line for Hopkins, as that's the 7th team foul on Drury.
And it's a key foul, too, because Woodson's second. So they cannot get in for foul trouble. And just when you foul from behind, that's the one you can't have. Because you got to, he beat you to the spot.
And Michalik gets it. That was his first points of this game. And it extends the Hopkins lead to 5, 29-24 with one more to go. And he gets them both.
Well, I can say one thing. They look like they can shoot those pretty easy enough.
McGuire now finds Brazo at the top. Hopkins has stayed in that 2-3 zone the whole time. Oh,
yeah, he
Gelati with a
makes
nice
the move, but he don't finish. Got to finish.
Wide open from the corner. Oh, around the rim and out. Drury dodged the bullet there.
Yes, in and out.
Vidal.
And just too many turnovers. Just too many turnovers. You got to get a shot. A bad shot's better than no shot.
And count the 2 ball there.
Yeah, by, who was that, 13?
That's Braden Tudrin. He's got 7 points now. 8-point Hopkins lead. McGuire on the baseline, score.
He gets it.
Scotty McGuire. He's got 16. And
I think we got to get away from that. Got to get away from your full court press. I think you got to go to half court only.
Colin Earl.
I think you should be pulling that off. He got fouled.
Oh, nice
he put it in
there
though.
by Sarkis. Oh, beautiful, beautiful drive to the basket by Hunter Sarkis. Back to a 7-point Hopkins lead now. Siaglo tied up. Ball stolen away.
It's stolen and restolen away. Another turnover.
The action back and forth here. And Tudrin goes down the lane.
Oh, too easy.
And around and out.
Wow, in and out.
So now Drury can cut it even further. Brazo from the foul line. Nope. Gets lodged. And that will go over. Onto the side. Well, they got to find somebody that's going to knock that ball out of there. Breaking the action back and forth, John. 1:25 to go here in this first half, and it is a 7-point Hopkins Academy lead. Both teams have had their chances.
Yeah, too many turnovers for Drury right now. Way too many. Way too many. Because at least Hopkins is getting shots off. And Drury, for the most part, are not. At least I think they just have more turnovers, unfortunately.
Tudrin step on front. Drury now.
Oh, wide open.
Oh, nice block. They're going to call foul on McGuire.
You know, again, so it's I'm tired of talking about it already. 8-2. 8-2 on the fouls.
Boy, that looked like a clean block.
It was.
From here.
It was a clean block.
So that's going to put Antes on the line for Hopkins. He'll shoot 2 with 1:08 to go in this first half.
And that makes them, let's see, this is going to be their 6th attempt. They're 4 or 5 so far. And it don't look like they're slowing down at all. And
rounded out.
Yeah, kind of jinxed them.
McGuire into the front court. 8-point lead. Sarkis from the corner.
Nope.
Oh, it was right on.
But if he fouled it, he would have had the ball. Got to get back.
Under a minute to go now.
Louis can't get a foul out there.
Ball does not go for Antes. And here comes Drury.
Oh,
Ball.
They can't stand.
Dropped
They
away.
can't. Another turnover. Just too many.
And they're going to slow it down now. We're 30 seconds to go. 24 on the shot clock. Vidal against Siago off top. Siago thought about it for a minute. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Siago, jumper, runner, doesn't go.
McGuire with a rebound. Got a lot of time.
Seconds, a lot of time.
Take it to the rim. Take it to the rim. Take it to the rim. Stop the turnovers.
3.6 seconds now. So Hopkins will get a shot here. And a wild shot thrown up there at the end. Ball will look like they're going to call it out of bounds with 1.1 seconds. It'll go over to Drury, so Drury will have a last shot.
Do we have a half-shot miracle? Do we have one?
And there goes McGuire from half court. Doesn't go.
Hit the front rim.
And that's going to do it for the first half of action here between Drury and Hopkins Academy to score. Drury 36 and Hopkins 28. And John, story of that first half, some outstanding shooting by Hopkins backcourt of Siaglo and Earl.
Yes, it was. You know, if they keep shooting like that, to me, it's better than college shooting, at what I've seen. So they definitely were hot shooting, and the tail of the tape of Drury, I think our statistician would say that they have to have 10 or 11, maybe even 12 turnovers. And when you come down without even an opportunity to shoot the ball at the rim, you know, what if you make a third of those shots or a half of them shots? You're never going to make them all.
Right.
So if you got 10 turnovers, maybe you get 6 points out of it. And there's your difference of the game almost.
Well, the two big scorers here, McGuire and Siaglo, as advertised. Siaglo for Hopkins Academy, he had 15 in the first half. And, of course, Scotty McGuire started slow, but he came on strong. He finished the first half with 16 points, courtesy of 4 3-pointers. Siaglo also had 4 3-pointers.
Yes.
So both teams have shot the ball pretty well. Turnovers has been an issue, but the score here at halftime is Hopkins Academy 36, Drury 28. We're going to be back with a review first half and some second half action in just a moment, so stay with us. And we're back here at halftime at the Curry Hicks Cage on the campus of the University of Massachusetts. This is the Division IV Western Mass semifinal between Hopkins Academy and the defending Division IV Western Mass champion Drury Blue Devils. And right now it's Hopkins Academy up here 36-28. Jeff, you had some first half stats for us here and a little bit of a breakdown.
Yeah, John identified, and you guys talked about the whole first half. Drury with 10 turnovers. They did have 3 blocks, 13 rebounds. Hopkins with 7 turnovers, 13 rebounds as well. Andrew Siago, 15 points. Colin Earl, 9. Braden Turden, 7. Aiden McCallick, 2. Ryan Antes, 3. For Drury, Scott McGuire with 16. Hunter Sarkis with 5. Luis Gelati with 2. Keegan Vidal with 3. And Tim Brazo with 2. You take a look at the shot. This is something you guys can comment on the shot chart here.
Wow.
3-pointers abound. Drury 4 for 14 from the 2-point area, 5 for 12 from the 3-point area. Hopkins is a fairly sizable team, but Drury's been content to sit around the 3-point line, as John pointed out early in the game, and they've not done well.
Well, there's definitely nothing on the inside game part of the game right now that has at least worked. I mean, they've had a few open looks at it, but they haven't finished them. So, you're down 8, and I'll take half of the ones they missed would give us 4 or 6. On the ones, the short ones.
In the paint, Drury was 4 for 10.
4 for 10 in the paint. Wow.
So you guys were pointing out the fact that they missed a lot of bunnies. Only a couple of wild ones really, but on the whole, a lot of bunnies and a little bit of nerves, a little bit of that backboard being looking up in the sky and seeing a backboard versus a small gym might be a little bit of a factor, especially for the younger players.
Sure.
Depends.
Good point.
So Hopkins Academy leads it here by 8, 36-28. They're going to have the ball first as we start this second half of action. So they'll come out at halftime with the ball. And both teams just getting their last minute instructions. High score in this one for Drury. It is Scotty McGuire with 16 points, courtesy of 4 3-pointers, and Andrew Siaglo right behind him with 15 for Hopkins. So here we go now, start of the second half. And Siaglo, now Drury looks to play a straight man-to-man now.
Well, I'm glad they're doing that after seeing them, like you said, that they were running after the players too much. Oh, they got a nice
Siaglo.
screen.
Score for 3. They're going to give him a three-pointer.
Oh, boy. It was close. But a double screen and freed him up.
Siaglo starts off where he left off here in the first hit from the second half, so he's still red hot. Drury's got to find an answer for him. Gelati from the side. He scores.
Oh, boom about 3 for Gelati.
He answers right back. Louis Gelati, the freshman, with a big 3-pointer for the Blue Devils. Again, Drury staying in low.
And an easy bucket. They're going to use those screens. It's something that a lot of teams don't do. At least I haven't seen too many teams that do it well.
And they're going to call a travel there on Gelati.
Unfortunately for Louis, he's a little anxious.
Hopkins Academy with a 10-point lead now. And they're having trouble inbounding the ball. And they rush into the front court.
Well, wide open. Nice look.
On the baseline. Can't get it to go. Over the back.
And
they let it go.
Let it go, of course. That's why they only had 2 fouls.
And here comes Vidal into the front court. And they're going to call a foul there.
On number 4.
And that's going to go against Colin Earl.
His second. They only had 3 fouls in the whole game, and he's got 2 of them.
So Drury will inbound from underneath their own basket. Now they trail by 10.
Hunter, get it out.
McGuire thought about it for a minute.
No screens for Scott, though. They don't screen for him.
Steps out. Yeah, McGuire tied up there. He's going to wheel out and gets away from a little bit of pressure.
Well, I don't know where that pass was going to go. Louis going to
10 seconds on the shot clock.
And he just threw it away.
Right.
Another turnover.
Here comes Earl, all the way to the basket. Misses it.
A foul by 24.
Right, coming in late.
Coming in late, and you're just not going to get those calls tonight, I guess.
Nice defense there by Sarkis.
Yes, it was. Down 10. Big at possession here. They just have no flow of their offense. 0.
Vidal now. To Woodson.
McGuire.
And McGuire in the box. His shot
Finally.
is blocked, but they're going to call foul, and he's going to
Right.
go to the line and shoot a pair, and that's what they need to do, get them
Yeah,
involved.
you got to get them in foul trouble. You only had 2 fouls in the first one.
So this is,
His third. Was that number 4 again? Earl?
we're going to see here. McGuire's going to go to the line. He'll shoot a pair.
They don't put the numbers up. And a
Oh.
miss. Just nothing going right. So he'll shoot the second one.
Well, he doesn't miss those very often, I'll tell you.
Well, he's streaky. He don't miss many, but then he makes the second one.
The second one.
Stops the little bleed. It's 9 points again still, though. I don't like this full court pressure.
Siaglo.
He can see the open kicks and open looks.
This is the jumper. Wide
Same
open,
team,
though.
yeah.
It was open to Pfeffer. 41-32, Hopkins. There's
Well,
a long three-pointer and a putback. by
Oh,
Gelati.
Luigi with a deuce.
Beautiful effort there by
Whoa,
Gelati.
the timing was everything.
He's got 7 points now. Nice basket by Gelati.
Right by him.
And they're going to call foul there.
The kid falls more than anybody on the court. And we're going to get, I think, Keegan Vidal with a foul. His first.
5:20 go in this third quarter. It's a 7-point Hopkins Academy lead. Siago down a baseline, missed the jumper.
Louis, he'll take it up. But that's what he does, though. He does it way too much.
And jump ball stays with Drury.
He goes coast to coast, and he won against 3. He's got McGuire open on the wing, and he didn't kick it.
And Drury going to go to their bench. Dante Woodson takes a seat on the bench. Brazo in the game for Drury.
They're looking for the play, and you just got to get it in. McGuire's got to get active.
Down the lane.
And it hits
Score!
it, too.
Nice move to the rim there by McGuire.
That's what he's got to do, penetrate the paint. And look at
And
this wide.
diagonal pass. Oh, and
He
nice
waited.
move
He waited
there.
for the pressure to come and stole it from behind. And another turnover.
And stole it right back. So Drury and a foul in the backcourt.
Number 5.
So that's the third team foul now for Hopkins here in the second half. Drury can cut that 5-point lead even further. They're on a run here. And Hopkins Academy going to call a timeout, and that's probably a good timeout as Drury has a run going here.
Yeah, that's what you don't happen too much for. Like I see a lot of teams don't do that anymore. That's the proper way, or the old way, I should say. The old way was if a team had a run on, you call a timeout and try to slow them down. And but recently, like I said, the last 4 or 5 years, they only call timeouts after a make. I just don't understand it. But like you said, it's a good timeout by Hopkins.
So when we resume play, it will be Drury's basketball. And they trail here by 5, 41-36. And this has been a wild back and forth affair. Some great shooting by both ball clubs. For Hopkins, Andrew Siaglo leads them with 18 points. He's got 5 3-pointers, and Scotty McGuire has 19 points for the Blue Devils. So both these fantastic scorers putting on a show here at the Curry-Hicks Cage in this semifinal matchup. All right, now Drury will inbound the ball. Hopkins shooting 7 for 14, 50%.
Wow.
From three-point land.
That's really good. Well, Drury, we're trying to go to Big Tim. trying to do the paint, but kick out. McGuire can go in the paint.
Down the lane,
and there he
and
gets
he
a
scores
2.
it.
So 21 for McGuire, but they're down by 3.
41-38.
All the points in this quarter by Drury have been 6 points in the paint.
And ball partially blocked there on the baseline.
Louis got to give it up. There you go. Run something.
Ball
and
knocked
a lazy
out
pass. A lazy pass. Got to be careful with that out front. That's where you need that bounce pass now and again.
So, right now, 7-0 run for the Blue Devils. As they trailed here at 1 point, 41-31.
Sarkis in the paint.
Sarkis doesn't get it
Doesn't
from
get to
point
go.
blank range.
No, we got to get back. Got to get back.
Here comes Siaglo. Down the lane, score it.
And he gets a 2. He leans so much forward when he shoots. You got to get in front of him so, to stop that lean. He's got 20 now.
McGuire, that's a long.
But it's off of
Yes.
the Hopkins.
Yes.
Hopkins. That's way too deep, Timmy. I mean, he can hit. He's got big range, but a quick NBA 3 is probably not what they wanted there. Of course, if he makes it, everybody's happy.
Right. I see it. Step back by McGuire. Oh, that was.
Sarkis.
And he's going to go to the line.
Sarkis with a nice offensive
on
rebound.
The boards. Hunter Sarkis.
Nice job there, Hunter. He's going to go to the line for his effort.
And so Hunter Sarkis now, he's going to shoot a pair from the line for the Blue Devils.
1 of 2 earlier in the first half. Hopefully he can keep this running going and make them both.
Great effort by the senior, Hunter Sarkis.
And makes the first one.
And he's got one more.
And gets the roly-poly for the second one.
43-40 now. Hopkins, pressure by Drury.
Got to get back.
And almost stolen. And it is stolen. McGuire backs it out.
Smart move.
By Gelati. A spinning move. Score!
And Luigi with a deuce.
A big spinning move into the lane for Gelati. And we're down to a 1 point Hopkins lead. Drury on the run.
Uh-oh. Open
Siaglo. And it doesn't
over
go.
the back.
And
Over the back by number 14.
There.
Not letting them go to second half.
No, that's the 15th foul now on Hopkins Academy. Drury can take the lead here. They have not had the lead in this game. And they can take it right here.
You're right, Timmy.
With
You're right.
2:55 to go in this third quarter.
McGuire.
And
Tim Brazo. And Brazo with the putback.
Timmy Brazo has given Drury the lead here. 44-43. And the ball
Go McGuire. Go.
And
he gets it.
McGuire. And he'll go to the line and shoot one for a three-point opportunity. And what a sequence here for the Blue Devils with 2:29 to go, and Hopkins Academy will call timeout here as Drury has taken a three-point lead, 46-43. And what a run Drury has put on here in this third quarter to take the three-point lead.
You're right. What a big comeback here, and the biggest thing, the reduction of the turnovers, and only
and
1
all
3.
the scoring in the paint, John.
All the point, but maybe one shot, or all but 1 3, and we got 12 points in the paint and only 1 3. Well, hello.
That's right.
Hello.
They are dominating down low. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Kerpaska.
Yes, and
the rebounding, a big rebounding advantage here for
turnovers are now down from 7 for for Hopkins and only 6 for Drury. 3 for Drury. Sorry about that. So we talked about those turnovers in the first half, and I have always said it doesn't matter what game we've ever done, whether it's McCann boys, girls, Drury boys, a bad shot's better than no shot. Meaning a bad shot, meaning you might have forced it or, you know what I mean, time buzzer or whatever, or off balance, whatever. So McGuire to the line and trying to finish this 3-point play. And
back rimmed it.
Lost. Yep, he's 1 for 3. And put at least a nice knockout to stop the fast break.
Right. Good hustle there by Gelati. No, Hopkins will inbound.
Wow, that was a long 5. Oh, I see this guy putting it up.
Siaglo.
Oh, nice pass by him, but and we're going to get a foul there. Yeah.
So that's going to put Antes to the line.
It looks like Sarkis, I believe, with the foul. Yeah, Hunter.
Yes, it is.
And it's hers first. Team's second.
Antes will go to the line now.
Yeah, he popped in 1 of 2 his first time up. And he switches this one. The last time when his second shot, he kind of rimmed it around. And he makes them go.
Antes cuts the Drury lead to 1 now. And they're going to put a substitution into the game. Siago's going to come out. And Josiah Beck will come in for Hopkins. 46-45. Drury by 1. Approaching the 2-minute mark of this third period.
Keegan. Nice look.
Finds Brazo.
Didn't go up strong, though. McGuire fighting. He got it, brought it out.
He got the rebound. Again, Brazo. And
Brazo gets it that time. His 6th point of the game. And got that short one to go in.
Yeah, it's a 3-point Drury lead again. 1:35 to go.
Louis, be careful, Louis.
That ball pucks away by Sarkis. Got a breakaway. He'll score.
And Hunter.
And Hopkins Academy.
Was that Hopkins with the timeout? Or was that Jack?
I couldn't tell. I thought it was Hopkins taking a timeout. Siaglo was on the bench, and I think they wanted to get him back into the game.
Yeah, he was down there for that cup of water. I saw him go right down and get a water to hydrate. And
but right now, it's a Drury 5-point lead, 50-45, and 1:21 to go here in the third quarter, and they have really turned on the Jets. They got a real bounce in their step here, John.
Yes. Well, that's what they needed, because after that slow start, it was really tough for them. Again, we'll go with the paint points. Turnovers, Hopkins, rebounds, excuse me. Hopkins has, Drury has 7 or 8 rebounds right now. I'm trying to think. It's only 2 rebounds for Hopkins. So a big difference in the paint, scoring-wise and rebounding-wise.
No question about it here.
Well, he came back out. That's why he called that timeout, I think. He got his star back in the game.
So Drury will back it off here. 1:20 to go in this third quarter. They got the 5-point lead down. They were down by 8 at halftime, but they have come out roaring here in this third quarter.
Got to finish it. Got to finish the quarter. Oh, nice give and go. Oh.
Ball almost thrown away.
Blocked.
Box up. Blocked with the...
McGuire out in front of the pack. He got fouled.
Put him to the
Number
line.
4. It's at least his 3rd foul, maybe his 4th.
Yeah, that's against Colin Earl.
His 3rd. Yep.
So Scotty McGuire will go to the line and shoot. 2 shots here with 47 seconds to go in this third quarter.
He's got to start making these. He's only 1 for 3 tonight. And he makes that one. 2 for 4 he is. And he's getting another attempt here. And makes it.
Get them both. Up to a 7-point Drury lead here. 52-45. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter.
That's how you beat. Oh, look at this.
Siagalo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big shot.
Yeah, a 3. He leans in so much. He looks for a foul every time he shoots one, but he leans so far forward. Keegan. Uh-oh, this is a fast break.
Could be a breakout here. Oh, another 3-pointer.
Just like that.
Nope, they're going to call it 2. So just like that,
There goes your lead.
Drury down. It's down to a 2-point lead. 10 seconds. Drury will get the last shot.
Maybe. They don't like taking that last shot. They take it too
Vidal
early.
shakes off. The 3 is not good.
Shoot it.
Gelati doesn't
Wouldn't
go.
have mattered anyway.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. And what a hectic finish it was. The score after 3 is Drury 52 and Hopkins 50. But Hopkins was down by 7 there in the
Well,
last.
they scored 6 points in a matter of 10, 15 seconds. So otherwise it would have been great. They cut an 8-point down to 2 by just hitting two threes that were, well, one was sort of contested, the other one wasn't.
Right.
Or 5 points, whatever it was at the end. So, Drury.
So in the second half, Hopkins 10 shots taken here in the third quarter. Drury with 16. So
For the good news is Drury scored 24 in that stanza, and only 14 for Hopkins. But the second half, Hopkins have taken 10 shots taken, and Drury has taken 16. That's a big difference, a reverse from the first half, from when they had so many turnovers in that first half. And what's been critical is the paint. The points in the paint, it's been abundance, really, for Drury in this half, where they didn't get hardly any in the front half.
unofficially, Scott McGuire leads all scorers with 25 points. Andrew Salago with 20 for Hopkins. They have the ball coming out of the end of the break. Down the lane, shot doesn't go. And they're going to call a foul underneath.
Well, the ball hit the out of bounds line.
Right.
3 guys for Drury, 1 guy from them, and they get the ball. That's how it works a lot of times. Boy, it's a long 5 seconds.
Short. The putback score.
Oh,
and
boy.
Tough luck for Drury there as that shot was short.
Tight game.
They're looking for the rebound. We're tied at 52 now.
So there goes an 8-point lead. Or about what it was.
Long shot doesn't go.
Woodson.
Shot blocked out of bounds.
And no foul. Clean block.
So Drury inbounds it. We're tied at 52 apiece. McGuire in the paint. His shot blocked. The putback score.
The putback in.
He stayed with it. McGuire staying with that shot. And the runner is good. We're tied again.
That was
Pfiffer. Addison Pfiffer scores his first basket. McGuire, he's going to go to the line. So we're tied at 54 apiece, and Scotty McGuire on a hard drive to the basket. We didn't see a lot of that in the first half.
No,
John.
he wouldn't go to the paint. So I'm not sure. I think it's on 14. And he gets the roll, or better known as the shooter's touch.
McGuire, 4 or 5 from the line here tonight. And Drury back on top, 56-54. Been a whale of a ball game. between these two teams.
Well, the way it looks like, nobody's going to pull away from it. Now, Drury had a slight pull away and couldn't take advantage of it, missed a shot, and they came down, made a 2, and then made a 3. So I think it's going right down that last shot.
Tudra now finds Earl at the top. Earl, the jumper, got
And
it.
he got the 2.
We're tied again.
Boy, those two guys can shoot.
Quite a backcourt, both sophomores for Hopkins Academy now. 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Gelati thinking about it. Spin it to the basket. Can't get it to go.
He misses another bunny. He's missed out at least 3 bunnies tonight.
Siaglo. And this is where Hopkins can be dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
They
You running around.
Drury running around. Nice down the lane. That shot
Louis blocked.
And they're going to bring Earl to the line now. So that's now the 14th foul on Drury.
Oh, don't worry. They'll catch up. We're sure of that.
18 fouls on
These guys
Hopkins.
don't miss free throw shots. They've been really lights out. The team's been lights out all night. So just plan on just making them all. Better than the NBA, as I say.
Earl gives
Some of them.
Hopkins the lead now.
They've only missed 2 free throws all night long.
And they missed it. You put the jigs on them. But they save it. Look at
Out
this,
hustle.
Earl. Oh, jeepers, creepers. What a turn of events there.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. A wild save turns into a 3-point basket. McGuire finds Gelati down the line. His shot. McGuire.
Gelati for 2.
Stays strong in there. And now timeout on the floor. That'll go to Drury. Louis Gelati. What a second effort. Cuts their lead down to 2. With 5:52 to go in the game now. It's Hopkins Academy up 60-58. And this has been a whale of a ball game between these two teams, John.
Yeah, they have. I see many college games this year, and Hopkins Academy shoots better than most college teams I've watched this year. High school kids. I mean, and they're not just like on the line. You know, they're deeper than the line. And it's like, okay, you know, that one there rattled, but it went in. And I've seen probably 10 to 15 college games this year, and only one team, and it was at Worcester State actually, that made them many threes. So usually in the fourth quarter, your legs go dead, and then all of a sudden they either short, or, you know, they're not as accurate. But maybe tonight that won't happen. I've seen it happen in a lot of games. That you have your legs early on, and then later, from all the running you're doing, it just takes its toll.
Well, we want to thank Northern Berkshire Community Television for the broadcast of tonight's MIA Western Mass Division IV semifinal matchup between Hopkins Academy and Drury. Thanking specifically our producer and cameraman tonight, Peter Gentile, on board with us here at the cage.
Well, Hopkins Academy is 10 for 17 from three-point land. So that's right there is a great percentage.
He certainly is.
It's better than 60.
Okay, now Drury. Looks like they're in a zone now. They trail by 2, 60-58. Sayaglo.
With a kick out to the guy.
Earl.
Well, that ain't good. That's just not going to work. They can just put that to bed. These are wide open looks once again.
Gelati. Looks like he's going to try to take it down the lane. And there's Vidal looking for
McGuire trying to go to the lane.
He's got move. He's got and it doesn't
in and out.
go in. But Gelati.
And Gelati for a 2.
What a second effort
His 13th point.
by Gelati. 63-60.
Keeps him hanging around. Reluctant to shoot that. He could have got a 5-second in the paint, a 3-second, I mean.
15 on the shot clock. Siaglo resetting. Siaglo. This one is just off the front. Here comes Vidal. Breaks out for Drury. They got numbers. And I'm going to call a block there. And
well, he had 2 open wings. That's when you got to pass it, though. That's an easy 2. he's going in by himself, and he's got an open left wing with Gelati. He's got an open right wing with McGuire. I mean, I like the foul, but I'd rather see the basket.
So Keegan will go to the line. He's going to shoot a 1-1. That's a 9th team foul for Hopkins. So that's going to put Hopkins in the double penalty on their next foul. Drury only with 3. So they've got a lot of fouls to spare. They trail by 3 here, 63-60, 4:36 to go.
Short.
No,
made it.
All
Wow.
there, all net. And
Wow.
Keegan gets another.
And makes them both.
Keegan Bedell with 2 big foul shots. And it's 63-62 now. 1 point. Hopkins Academy lead.
Oh.
Kudrin down the baseline. For 2.
And he makes it. I don't think he even had many points tonight, but that's his 9th. McGuire from
long.
McGuire with a boom bomb.
That was from a different area code. McGuire.
That is long 3. That's an NBA
Wow. Scotty McGuire showing his unlimited range, and we're tied at 65 with 4:10 to go, and another timeout on the floor. Boy, what shooting we've seen here tonight, really from both teams, John.
Oh, geez. I'll tell you, those number 3, what's his?
That's Ciaglo.
Ciablo.
Yeah, and Earl.
And Earl, they're just shooting lights out.
And those 2 are sophomores, so that backcourt combination will be in action for the next 2 years for Hopkins Academy.
That's a big deal, boy. Those guys can shoot. There's no doubt about it. And the last stat we had was 10 for 17. And I think I might have missed one since then because I think Diablo, I think he missed his last one. So they're 10 for 18.
So when we reset here, it will be Hopkins Academy ball. We're tied at 65 apiece here. 4:10 to go in this ball game. The foul situation, Drury has 3 team fouls. Hopkins has 9. Drury in the penalty. They are shooting fouls the rest of the way here. And Drury back now to a man-to-man.
Season comes down to 4 minutes.
McGuire on Ciaglo.
Oh,
ball's taken away.
Louis got it, but he wants to go to the rim. He likes going to the rim. And he missed it. That's his 4th layup, maybe his 5th layup that he's lost.
And McGuire steals it right back. What a turnaround.
Dante Woodson.
And they're going to call foul.
Yeah. It's on 24. I don't know. I haven't been keeping track of his fouls, so I will maybe hear it.
And that's a 10th team foul on Hopkins.
Well, Dante is going to the line to shoot 2.
And the first one rolls out. So he's got one more. One more here for Woodson.
Makes the second one.
Rattles it in. And it's a 1-point Drury lead, 66-65. Tudrin into the front court.
Boy, they're really looking for him. McGuire's been right with him.
There's Earl.
He got his pocket picked, but they're going to call a foul.
There. And that's the 4th-team foul on Drury. They can afford it now with 3:25 to go.
I didn't hear who the foul was on. It doesn't matter at this point. I'm giving up on the fouls.
Right. Tudrin. They find him on the baseline. And a foul, and he's going to go to the line now.
Yep.
Antes will go to the line, and he'll shoot to
Don't worry, they'll catch up.
as
Those
Woodson
fouls will catch up like they always do.
66-65 Drury here. 3:14 to go.
He's 3 of 4, so he's got good touch from the free throw line.
And he rattles it home. Got 10 points now for Ryan Antes. We're tied at 66. And gives.
They get that lead. That kid's 5 for 6.
Now they're back with the lead.
A lot
And
of made free throws
Here
tonight.
comes Sarkis now as we approach. 3 minutes to play in this game. McGuire right at the foul line. Misses the short jumper.
He didn't follow it. He might have would have had it.
And Hopkins, he's clapping his hands. Scott knows he missed a wide open one there.
Woodson with the steal.
And he's got the steal. And here comes McGuire. Looks for Gelati. Doesn't get it. Boy, it could have been a
He got
push.
slammed from behind.
Could have been a push
slammed.
there.
I mean, sooner or later you do have to call it. That's on the floor. Might not have been a shooting foul. He got pushed out of bounds.
Siaglo down the lane.
Wide look.
Missed it. And a ball.
Oh,
stayed.
wow.
Boy, they stayed that one. Boy, I want to see on that.
I'll tell you what. He missed it. He missed it.
Looked like that got slapped out of
Oh,
bounds
yeah, it was off a yellow.
by Hopkins. So they inbounds. New shot clock.
Out of position.
2:18 to go.
5 seconds.
5-second violation. Great big turnover there now.
Yeah, they've tested that a few times. Yeah, well, McGuire's been on
Siaglo.
Kiaglo. I'll get it out. I spelt it wrong. That's half the reason why I was getting it wrong most of the night. I had my make sheet spelt it wrong.
He's been able to tie him up.
He's tied him up a lot. Louis.
Gelati.
That was off the bank. Off the bank.
Banked it in. The bank is open. And it's a 2-point Drury lead. See, Gelati.
They're going to put some screens on Scott McGuire to get this young man open.
Siaglo stolen away. There's a breakaway for McGuire. He'll score.
And McGuire with another 2.
4-point Drury lead.
Yeah, that
And
was
a foul
he
there.
can't have no more dumb fouls now. That's the 6th. So next one they'll be shooting. So now you got to let the clock burn down. You got a 4-point lead. You don't want to foul 90 feet from the rim. So now you got to use your fouls accordingly.
So 1:45 to go. It's a 4-point Drury lead. 71-67. Siaglo into the front.
Oh, they let him go.
Let him go. But his shot blocked, and they're going to put him at the line.
What a miscommunication there. You can't let their leading scorer go right down for a layup at 1:34 left in the game.
So now Siaglo will go to the line and shoot a pair.
Woodson, I think that's his 4th. So, yeah, this kid's not missing. So, he is one. He did miss one earlier, but yeah.
Back rim it. Oh, and Hopkins come out of there.
Jump ball.
But it's going to go to Drury on the possession arrow. So it stays with the Blue Devils now. 1:33, they got a 3-point lead.
Yeah. You're right on the move and pick, but they're not. I don't think they're going to call something like that this late.
All right, Bedell.
I don't know, Louis.
Baseline to McGuire.
Scores!
Scotty McGuire. He has done it all tonight. 5-point Drury lead.
Another paint shot. Another one shot in the paint. Can we get one more stop? There's Earl.
Good.
Of course, he's not going to miss. Earl. He hasn't missed much all night.
No, he cuts the lead to 2 now. Under a minute to go.
It's amazing.
55 seconds. Drury with the ball.
Gelati.
There's Bedell on the baseline. His shot blocked, but he's going to go to the line. Keegan Goodell with 44 seconds. He's going to shoot a pair of foul shots.
Well, Timmy, this is his biggest free throws in his lifetime. You got to remember he transferred from McCann. He came to Drury for this moment, and these are the biggest shots for this young man's career in high school basketball.
Well, he's going to shoot 2.
And misses.
Back rim.
Got to
fat.
make this one.
All
Got to
right.
make this one.
This is the big one.
These are the ones you can't miss anymore. You're under a minute. No, none of them you want to miss, but these are the ones you got to make. He
Gets
makes the
his
second
second one. 3-point lead now. Here comes Siaglo working against McGuire. Here are 2 outstanding basketball players going head to head now. Siaglo backs it out.
They're trying to get all the screens for him.
Siaglo, short jumper, he's got it.
Got it.
25 seconds and a timeout. So it's back to a 1-point ball game with 25 seconds to go.
They don't miss. They don't miss. They may be saying that about McGuire, but they don't miss. Them 2 kids don't miss.
They really don't. They've had both whales of a ball game. For Hopkins Academy, Andrew Siaglo leads them with 26 points. And we're just trying to tally up here Scotty McGuire.
Scotty, 16, 15 is 31, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be 36 points unofficially.
Unofficially, 36 points for Scotty McGuire. So,
yeah, Earl's the guy that's. I just added up Earl's. He's got 23 that I got. He's got 4 points he's got 2 twos. He's got 6 threes, and he's got 1 free throw shot.
That's right. You're right.
And then on Kiaglo, he's got 6 threes, and he's got only 3 shots from the paint, and he's 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
Well,
those 2 kids is murderer's row there. Let me tell you.
I think Hopkins Academy is going to have to foul right out of the bet here, down by a point.
Well, you got to bring the ball in, and you got to have the ball come into McGuire. There's no doubt about it. Let him foul him.
You want to have him have the ball.
Yep.
So we'll see how they do it. They're going to leave. See, they're going to leave Gelati alone.
Louis, pass it. Go Woodson, go.
And they foul.
That's a hard foul.
That's a hard one. They're going to let it go. So
that's a hard foul.
Woodson will go to the line.
That should be a technical, almost.
He'll go to the line now and shoot 2 shots. So Woodson will shoot a pair here at the line with 20 seconds to go. And this is where this game's going to rest for Drury here at this point. The senior.
Missed.
All right, got 1 more now.
Yeah, well, I've seen this many, many years with Drury with under a minute to go in a game, and this has hurt them in prior years where, you got to make these shots.
All right, so Woodson now gets 1 more. It's a big one.
Gets
it. Donnie. 2-point Drury lead. Here we go. 20 seconds to go. Hopkins trails by 2. Siaglo left alone. Shot blocked.
No, that's not. It's a good thing but bad thing. They're going to get the ball and they're going to reset their offense. This is uncomfortable for me, Timmy, just admitting it.
Well, to the basket. They got it. Missed it. Drury's got the ball and a foul with 5 seconds. Antes had it from point blank and could not convert it.
Well, they still got to convert these 2 free throws. I don't know who's going to the line, but whoever's going to the line has to convert. I think it's Keegan Vidal, I think.
Drury with the lead, 75-73, 5.2 seconds to go. Vidal at the line is going to shoot 2 shots. Hopkins got the inbound. Antes could not convert it.
That one's good.
Vidal. And this is the big one. He can put this game on ice and make it a two-possession game as Drury leads by 3 right now, 76-73.
Long.
He missed it. Here comes Hopkins. Ball's lost. That's gonna do it.
Whoa!
Drury
Whoa!
has won this one, 76-73. What a thriller here in the semifinals of Division 4. The Drury Blue Devils escape and will move on to play Bay State Charter Academy on Saturday afternoon at 12:30 for the Division 4 Western Mass Championship. And what a whale of a ball game this was.
That left me speechless. That's tough to do. I couldn't even speak.
Wow.
I've seen this action down here, and you don't know what to expect down here in the cage. And certainly, they've had their heartbreaks down here throughout some of the years against Hoosick Valley, against Pioneer, and I forget who the other, I think it was the other team. And finally, it goes their way tonight. Keegan Vidal gets that offensive rebound and gets fouled, makes 1 of 2, and that's why that young man came here. He wanted to be part of this, and certainly McGuire's tonight's 36 points, and he did a lot of it to me in the second half in the paint, and he was a key factor. Louis Gelati came through with 16 points, which we looked at his game, and I'd say that how the heck he ended up with 16 because he had a lot of, a few layups that he missed, but at the right time, he made that three-pointer off the bank blackboard, and some of the things just went well.
Well, both these teams went back and forth throughout this game. Drury never really had the lead in this ball game until the third quarter. They came on. They were down by 8 at halftime and kept coming on in that third quarter. And at one point in this quarter, and in the third quarter, they were up by 7 points, and it looked like they were in control. And came back.
They made a 3 and a 2 right away.
Hopkins Academy came right back, and you saw probably one of the finest backcourts in Western Massachusetts in Siaglo and Earl.
I tell you what, I haven't seen anybody better, at least in my time of watching. I'm sure there's people can make an argument, but these two young men, sophomores. I know that the young man, 18 at 23 points, that was Earl, and the other other sophomore had 26. And I'll tell you what, it's how they did it, the flow of how they shot, the ease of they made those three-pointers and stuff. They're an amazing duo, I can tell you that. And guess what? They'll be back.
Well, Drury took their best punch, and they kept with it. And, of course, Scott McGuire was the story here once again for Drury, as he really, really had a huge performance. But you can't really also say enough about the freshman, Louis Gelati.
Oh, yeah.
He had some big baskets in that second half.
Yeah, down the stretch. Just when you thought the moment, early in the game, the moment might have been too big, but late in the game, the moment wasn't too big. And he came in, as Coach Reset would say, you're a sophomore now because you played 20 games. But let me tell you, it was a great finish by Louis, a lot of hustle, and he finished well.
And we're going to turn it right now over to our statistician, Jeff Karpaska. Jeff,
you guys covered the scoring pretty well. I think the story of the game in the first half, Drury had 13 turnovers. In the second half, they had 4.
Oh, boy,
okay?
what a stat.
In the first half, Hopkins had 7 turnovers. In the second half, they had 13 turnovers.
Amen. That's a big change.
And the other thing that we kind of covered during the game was Drury's attack at the basket and shooting around the rim. They were 13 for 23, just jamming the ball down underneath and taking advantage of their more skilled play underneath. So I think that's the story right there. The other thing I thought we pointed out during the game a little bit was, late in the fourth quarter, Siaglo really didn't have an effect. Earl did, certainly,
yep.
But Coach Resette's move to put Scotty McGuire on Siaglo, I thought paid dividends big time because he could not get loose.
Good valid point. Reset has done that with a lot of his top scorers and put Scott there, but sometimes he's reluctant because he doesn't want to get him in foul trouble or get him out of the game. But when he does it, very good point. He did shut him down, and like you said, though, I repeat what you said, that Earl came through. Couldn't stop them both. So
that's right.
But they did a heck of a job, and I'm just so proud of Drury because I've had a lot of heartache in this gym. prior to this on some of the quarterfinals. I've already stated it, so it's nice to be on the upper side. I know they won Western Mass last year, but I've been here with my nephews, both of them, and seen some really great basketball. But you know, a 40-footer, three-pointer goes in. Hoosick Valley made a baseline shot from just inside the fair grounds, whatever, and he got nothing but net and beat him there. So I've seen some really wild, crazy finishes here, and this was a reward that paid off to see them win.
Well, the ball bounced right for Drury tonight as they were in a real dogfight with this ball club from Hopkins Academy, an outstanding team in their own right. They finished their season at 14-8. Drury now with a record of 15-7 will go on Saturday afternoon at 12:30, John, to play in the Division IV Western Mass Championship for the second year in a row. They get a chance to defend that championship right here at the Curry Hicks Cage, and we'll be here to cover it. And hopefully our sidekick, who's back home recuperating, Mr. Bull, will be here to see it, God willing, and join us in the broadcast. Of course, we'll be here tomorrow night for the girls' Division III semifinals between Hoosick Valley and Hampshire. We'll be covering that game at 7:30. Well, that's it from the Curry Hicks Cage. There's not much more you can say.
No,
this was a dandy. And Drury comes out on top. For our statistician this evening, Jeff Karpaska, our producer and director, Peter Gentile, and, of course, my broadcast sidekick, John Bird. I'm Tim Moore. The final score here, it was Drury 76 and Hopkins Academy 73. Good night.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.